this stage, the cafeteria, everything in life, ever created, has a purpose. Everything ever created has a purpose. You have a purpose. You say, well, maybe I hadn't found it yet, so maybe I don't have a purpose. Your job here on earth is to find your purpose. Find the thing that you love the most. Every path is not for everybody. Everyone will not leave this high school and go to college. Everyone will not leave this high school and go to the military. But everyone does have a path. So you have to decide, what path do you want to follow? Do you want to follow those who have gone before you, leading down that path to nowhere? Or do you want to be the person out front, determining where you go, where you end up in life? Finding your purpose. And so many times, ladies and gentlemen, a purpose is connected to your passion. That thing that you love. See, I learned many years ago, I love being on stage. I love being the center of attention. So naturally, being a speaker is easy for me. It's my passion. It's that thing that I love to do. It's that thing that I'll do without even getting paid for it. And like I said, if I go back and talk to anybody, I will go back and talk to that 15, 16, 17-year-old me. Tell them what the future holds for them, if you can only believe it long enough. So I'm asking you, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, believe in yourself. Believe in your dreams and your aspirations. The picture of life is given to you and no one else. So you're the person that has to believe in it. So when you believe it, continue to take action toward it. And eventually you'll get there. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to bring up the next speaker, Mr. Earl Kitchen.
Thank you, Mr. Casey. Anytime I speak to a group, I always try to make sure I do a couple of things. The first thing that we all should do for anyone when you're in this position is have respect. Have respect. So I'm asking you to respect me, and I will respect you. Because I can't get it unless I give it. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, if you got your cell phone on, I need you to turn them off. Because what you're going to see on your cell phone is not as important as what you're going to hear today. You can look at whatever you message, game, whatever. You can check that out when we're done. So you need to turn them off. Now, y'all all got these sheets, right? So I'm going to help fill in some of the blanks if you haven't been following along. The first one said communicate, and Mr. Wilson did that and said clearly, distinctly, and often. That's what you need to write in there. The second thing is that be willing to make tough decisions and support your decisions. The third thing, what I just touched on, what Mr. Casey touched on, give others respect and you will earn others' respect. Setting the right tone in life. Some of you need to get off this lazy, lackadaisical, apathetic attitude and set a tone in life for going somewhere. It's time to move on. Life is getting ready to hit many of you square in the face, kick you in the butt, because guess what? At 18, you are down the door. Mom and dad ain't got to be kind and take care of you no more. It's your time to step up and become young men and young women that we can be proud of. And the last thing, and I'll get to that when I finish. How many of you have parents that go to work? Raise your hand. You don't know? You don't have answers. Okay, put your hands down. They all have jobs, correct? They all have jobs, correct? Yes. They all have jobs, correct? Yes, sir. What do you think your job is? By a show of hands, just raise your hand if you think you have a job to do every day. Raise your hand if you think you have a job to do every day. Because they go out to work every day to put clothes on your back, food in your mouth, give you shelter, buy these phones. What is your freaking job? What is your job? Who wants to tell me? Yes, sir, the plaid shirt in the back.
My job is to go to school and succeed in life, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Great answer. school, learn something, and become successful in life. That's your job right now. Society is tired of carrying your load. You need to get your acts together, because when life kicks you in the butt and there's nobody else to pick you up, who's going to pick you up? Think about it. Who's going to pick me up if I fall down and mom and dad and grandma and auntie ain't around? Who's going to pick me up? There's a Japanese proverb that says, fall 6 times, how many times do you get up? If you fall 6 times, how many times will you get up? 7. 7 times. You keep getting up. Life is hard. Life is a challenge. Did somebody tell you it wasn't going to be? Did they? Sir? Did they tell you life was not going to be a challenge? They didn't tell you that, right? Did somebody make you some promises that everything's going to be okay? You're going to live in this fantasy world that nothing's ever going to go wrong? Did somebody make y'all that promise? Did somebody make y'all sign a contract and say, you know what? Since you've been born until you become old, I don't know, 70 years old, things are not going to be tough for you. Life is not going to be a challenge. Nobody made that promise. See, the ownership on your life is on you. You have to take responsibility for self. Nobody can live your life. You can't live someone else's life. You have to stand up and do what you have to do for you. Now is the time, young people. Now is that time. How many athletes I got in here? Raise your hand. How many athletes? You're an athlete, young man? Well, you ought to be used to pep talks, right? Put your hands up. How many cadets I got in here? Raise your hands. Okay. Well then, put your hands down. This should ring loud and clear to you, because there's expectations required from cadets. You are already in leadership roles. Are you acting like it? Are you carrying that leadership to this school? Or are you just in it for the uniform? You know, I see a lot of guys and young ladies, they want to come out and be on team because the only thing they want to do is what? No, they don't want to follow. They just want to wear the uniform. Coach, I don't want to practice off, but I do want to wear that uniform on Friday night so everybody can see me wearing the uniform. But what's going to happen when you get in the game, son? And we depend on you to execute a play. What are you going to do then? Then what? Now is the time, young people, to step your games up. People are tired of carrying your weight, doing things for you. When was the last time you did something good for somebody else? When was the last time you just told your parents, thank you, for no reason? When was the last time you told them you loved them for no reason? You know what they call people who only think about themselves? What do they call them, man? Selfish. Selfish. When I was growing up, that was one of the worst things my mother could say to me.